best hype on Adolis Garcia came from John Daniels on the fans saying, maybe there's a little bit of Nelly Cruz here, a little late development happening. He had 5 runs batted in yesterday, most by a Ranger this year. He's got 26 runs batted in 26 games. Jared Sandler tweets he's on pace for 1 million RBI over 1 million games.
He's 1 million?
So I don't think he's gonna play that long. But he's got 9 home runs since April 15th, the most in baseball. Leads all rookies. It's just so weird to say a 28-year-old rookie leads all rookies in home runs and runs batted in with 24. So that's where we stand with my new favorite player, Adolis Garcia, with the Rangers. He's got a flair about him. He's got like a Yasiel Puig body because he's jacked, and he may have a lot of Yasiel Puig in him in terms of that fiery personality, like that flair for the dramatic. And hopefully none of the negative that ended up with Puig, because it appeared like he couldn't control himself and his emotions. But this guy's fun, man. He is an athlete, and right now he is feeling on top of the world as the Rangers get to 18-18 by taking out the Mariners, 4th place in the American League West before the Giants series starts tonight.
He's got that Cuban flair. I mean, he just does. Like, that's, him and Puig, obviously, another Cuban. He's got that flair about him. It's fun. There's a fun style of baseball. No idea how this manifests over the next, let alone 3 weeks, let alone 3 months, let alone 3 years. No idea. But we've seen this before, where guys have late starts to their career and then wind up putting in pretty solid long-term careers. Long is relative when you're 28, right? The problem for Adolis is that the second contract is probably not going to be there. Probably not going to be a major second contract, just because the way the baseball is going to work with making him free agents. But there also is an age where you're so old that they don't make you wait that 6-year length. I mean, Jake Arrieta was a player that kind of started and got great late in his career. He didn't start late. He got great late in his career. But he's fun. And the team's fun. The team's fun to watch. And they've got, like, this offense is still, and the pitching is bottom half. But they're winning. And they're putting in, they're beating teams that they're supposed to beat. Like, Seattle had a great start to their season. Seattle's not better than the Rangers. They may not be worse either, but they're not better. Like, they got a hot start. The Rangers are in a hot spot right now. Of course, they're going to play San Francisco, who got off to a tremendous start. They got Houston coming up, who got up to a really good start with the first 6 games, then kind of faltered. And then they play the Yankees, who got up to a really bad start and have been red hot. So it is going to get tougher. The schedule is going to get tougher for them. But the Sunday Blues always make me happy anyway.
Sandler was texting me some notes on Adolis Garcia. Awesome bat speed. Great bat speed. Works his butt off. A very good wrestler. Grew up playing baseball and wrestling. Brother Adonis played in Major League Baseball and was his idol. Made a mechanical adjustment with hitting coaches to improve his timing and his ability to see the ball longer. He's crushing fastballs and breaking balls. Tough times with the off-speed stuff. Still chasing a bit more than league average, but that was Sandler with a little write-up. Bam, right there in 3 minutes when we were talking about my new favorite player.
Some of these numbers that the team has overall, like, leading with runners in scoring position and, 2-out hits, I mean, those are numbers that are going to fluctuate throughout the year. But the point is that they're taking advantage of their string of, you want to call it good luck or just good fortune, and you've got to take advantage of that. Because it's not going to be something that happens over the year. Like Mike Trout, batting average on balls in play this year is like some absurd over 500. Well, that's not going to stay that way the entire year. If it does, I mean, he's going to win the MVP again. But if it does, he's also probably going to bat 400, and that's just not something that you're ever going to be able to do again. So these things sometimes they can last for an entire season. Sometimes they last for a couple of weeks. You just got to take advantage of it when it happens.